Hi guys, welcome back to another edition of Coffee and Carats with Fab and Gab.
Hey.
Good morning, how are you? Welcome all. So due to various feedback, we wanted to, in a way, start over. So we offer you a 3-part mini-series, beginning with diamond shapes, and that's what we'll discuss today. In the following episode, we'll follow up with Diamonds 101, where we'll discuss color and quality, and we're going to finish up with diamond spread and millimeter dimensions and why that's so important. So beginning today, diamond shapes, let's just get right into it. We'd like to start with, first and foremost, round. A scientifically proven a round diamond is the most brilliant. Standard round diamond has 57 facets and they are all placed in perfect symmetry so that the light reflects around all the facets, and if it's properly cut, it will reach your eye, making round the #1 most brilliant shape. So if your goal is brilliance, then for sure round diamond would be for you. Presented on Gabby's hand, round with halo and without halo. The next shape is going to be cushion. Cushion is cut in several different ways. There are 3 major different types of styles of cushion. That is antique cushion, modified, and also brilliant. At laurenb, we certainly like brilliant cut cushions, and that's what we like to focus on. In a brilliant cut cushion, the faceting pattern is very similar to a round diamond. So a brilliant cut cushion is going to give you maximum sparkle in a square shape. Cushions do come in square and elongated. More popular is going to be elongated brilliant cut cushions is what we specialize in.
Moving on, the next shape we want to discuss is the oval. Oval is definitely going to give you quite a bit of face-up spread. It's a brilliant cut, however the facets are more elongated, so you definitely want to pay attention to the quality when you're seeking an oval. Dimensions are also very important because they present themselves as shorter and fatter, also longer and narrower. So just to show you a few oval designs, I have here oval with a halo and oval with non-halo. And you can see, even on its own, it is a very spready stone. It will give you a great amount of surface area and finger coverage, as it does occupy a lot of space on the hand, regardless of the size. And with the addition of the halo, you get even more coverage. It's a gorgeous stone. Very, very popular right now. Going into the next one, we're also featuring Princess Cut. So Princess Cut is actually faceted very similarly to the round brilliant. It's actually known to be its more square counterpart. A lot of people say that it is the square brilliant because with the facets as condensed in the depth as the round has, but with the more square appearance, it is definitely going to give you plenty of sparkle, plenty of brilliance. And just to see a couple examples of that, you can see with its very refined, streamlined edges, it does balance out all of that sparkle you get internally with a very concise outlined shape. And going into a favorite of 2018, we also have the Pear Shape. That is also noticeably elongated. It also can show a little bit spreadier in the width of the stone as well. Basically, depending on your personal aesthetic, you can determine if you like a longer, narrower teardrop shape or something a little bit shorter and fatter that has some more volume. With something like a pear, again, it does have more extended facets, so quality is something that's important, but with the brilliant cut, you can play around in terms of just maintaining an eye-clean stone, as clarity inclusions will not present themselves too obviously in this type of diamond. And so I have here Pear with a halo, very, very, very popular this past year. Definitely fills out the shape a little bit more, gives a very clean pear look. And then as you can see, it's just as gorgeous on its own. The great thing about pear is that its asymmetrical shape allows you to wear it point up or point down depending on your mood. That?
Moving on to also some very popular shapes. Let's switch it to Radiant, Emerald, and Asher. Now these shapes are all related. All of them are going to be elongated, which means rectangular. All of them will have cut corners. So those corners will be sharp, they'll be cut. The major difference between Radiant and Emerald is going to be that Radiant is a brilliant cut, which means that its faceting pattern produces brilliance, shininess, and sparkle. Emerald, on the other hand, is going to be a step cut. Essentially, a step cut opens a window to the diamond and offers you transparency. So it's a very clean look, very classy look. Following up with Asher. Asher is going to be the same step cut as the Emerald, also does have cut corners, except an Asher is going to be square, where an Emerald is going to be elongated, and that Radiant is also going to be elongated again. Radiant produces brilliance, Emerald produces transparency.
And then moving on to our last couple cuts. These tend to be a little bit less popular, but they are kind of finding their way in terms of popularity depending on the setting that you're interested in. The next shape we're going to talk about is the Marquee. People are always surprised when they see how much surface area you get out of a Marquee of a smaller carat weight, and that's because even though they don't have quite as much width to them, they do have a very long length side that can extend for tons of finger coverage. A great way to volumize this shape is by adding a halo. What a halo also does is adds protection because the tips can be very fine on a Marquee. The widest point of it is going to be the belly of the stone, which can sit suitably on its own and not necessarily require the halo. But just to make sure that these are protected, we recommend even a V-cap if you prefer something that's non-halo with this cut. And for our last shape, we're going to present the heart shape. The heart shape is definitely going to be the most romantic in appearance. We find that the heart shape is probably less common. It's a very specific client that looks for a heart shape, but ultimately we do offer this as an engagement ring and a super stackable. Looks gorgeous, halo and non-halo. What you really want to make sure of when you're seeking a heart is that it has very defined shape to it. So you don't want a heart that is going to be hidden by the prongs once it is set. You want to make sure that it's really especially defined so that that sparkle can come through but not distract from what the shape is. All right, well, that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining us live for Coffee and Carats.